Hey everyone, we're back. I am AFAA Master Instructor Jay Guillory.
And I'm AFAA Master Instructor Christine Woods.
And we are back here with another episode of Teaching Tips. So today is all about preparing for your audition. But we're going to do a quick recap of what we talked about last week.
Yes, and last week our topic was, and now you're certified. And we talked about some tips for new instructors that would hopefully will make you more successful from the start. And one of the final tips we left you with was the need to practice, which really takes us into our first tip for today.
Pretty much, be prepared.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that starts with everything from, what you wear to being on time. Well, let's talk about, what should you wear? What should you be ready for? Did you talk to the person who's going to give you the interview or the audition to find out what you should wear? Is there going to be
It's important that you bring up the interview versus the audition, because some of them are sit-down interviews versus actually movement auditions. So you want to take that into consideration. But I think in order to navigate this easiest, just ask questions.
Absolutely. Yeah. Find out what's appropriate. Right. Yeah. Dress the part. Be on time. Think about whether it's going for a group fitness instructor audition or any other audition or interview, right? Those are some basics. Be on time, dress the part. And then, of course, know the material, know the content, know the choreography that you're going to be delivering.
And I'll throw this last thing under be prepared. I always think that instructors should go prepared to do more than one format.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Have something in your tool bag to teach for cardio, have something in your tool bag to teach for strength training. So just have at least two different formats, because your interviewer may ask you to show a strength training combination or something like that.
Right. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, definitely go in there with, what is your signature style. But yeah, you're going to set yourself up in a better position if you can also highlight your versatility. And so, yeah, having two styles in your toolbox is a good idea.
Absolutely. And then the instructor's first impression would be your intro. Know your intro.
Know your intro. Yeah. Point number 2. So know your intro. That just means that you should have, and actually we have this acronym that's super helpful. The acronym is INTRO, right? And so if you follow this acronym, basically it almost gives you a blueprint to follow in terms of how to introduce yourself and also how to announce, what kind of class you're teaching and what the format of that class is going to be.
So tell you what, check this out. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Christine Woods, and welcome. So glad you could be with me today.
N, name your class.
And you are in the right place if you are looking for total body conditioning.
T, tell them your plan.
So this class is going to alternate between cardio intervals to increase your heart rate, and then we'll be grabbing some weights and doing weight intervals to increase your muscular strength.
R, reassure your newcomers.
Okay, so this class is appropriate for all fitness levels, and I will be giving modifications of exercises. So if you want to progress your moves or regress your moves, you will be able to dial up or dial back the moves. Just remember, take this class at your own fitness level. This is not a competition.
And O are observation skills. So basically your observation skills are you being able to walk around the room and observe the things that you see, because most times for group fitness instructors, what you see is what you cue. So when you see people who are squatting with their knees shooting beyond their toes, you may need to give a cue in general to the class about how squats should be appropriately done. The same thing for cardio drills, the same thing for strength training and flexibility exercises. So observation skills is basically cue what you see.
Absolutely. And moving on to point number 3, keep it simple.
I mean, the KISS method always works, especially in an audition, because you want to choose movement patterns that are simple and easy to follow. Because again, sometimes if you're doing an audition, it may be in front of an actual class. So if you have created something like that you feel like you want to impress someone or impress your interviewer, that may not go over well when you're actually teaching to a class who doesn't really know you. So kind of keep it simple. Christine, you had a story about that, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I vividly remember when I was starting out, and I went to an instructor audition in New York City, and I had a little apprehension because I didn't know if I had been teaching long enough to really impress, and I just didn't know what to go in there and do. But I knew that I would be more confident if I just kept things simple. So I went to the audition, and the person before me did a step sequence, and there were hop turns, directional changes, pas de bourrées, all like and those of us that were trying to follow along, we were spinning and we couldn't follow. And
Hey,
although
Christine, there's nothing wrong with a good twirl.
you're right. Don't take this the wrong way, but we couldn't follow, and it was super impressive for like the first minute, and then it really it fell apart because he lost the audience. And then I went up there and I did something that was much simpler, perhaps a little less impressive, but it went over much better. And so, yeah, absolutely.
Moral of the story, keep it simple.
Simple.
I think that's all we have time for today. We will see you again next week. Again, I am AFAA Master Instructor Jay Guillory.
And I'm AFAA Master Instructor Christine Woods.
See you next time.
Bye.